Okay, so this is going to be my last video from the continental United States. Uh, I was going to record a video that was going to be my last video from Toledo, but my move got kind of hectic and I wasn't really able to, you know, kind of get it together enough to set aside time for recording a video. Anyway, so I'm recording this video at my family home in Cleveland, and it's the day before I set out for grad school in Honolulu. And everyone says, "Oh my God, you're so lucky." And something they fail to realize for me, and something I've brought up a lot with people, is that to me, the people I'm able to keep in touch with and see once in a while and hang out with, all that is very important to me. Also, Hawaii is one of the most expensive states to live in because everything has to be imported. You have to multiply the cost that you typically have for something by about two or three times in order just to understand how much something costs there in Hawaii. Um, as it is, uh, I found a reasonably inexpensive place to stay. Um, it doesn't have AC, and the temperatures there typically get up to around the 80s, mid to high, depending on the day. And it typically rains in the afternoon. And it's pretty much that weather all year round because it's closer to the equator. So there isn't as much temperate weather, uh, so to speak. But they are right now suffering from El Nino. Anyway, so I wanted to just kind of, you know, say I really love my family and my friends, and I really love where I come from, and I'm really going to miss a lot of things about it. I like the colder weather, and it's going to be hard getting used to the same warm weather every day, but I got kind of used to it this summer, and I tried to acclimate myself to it. So I think overall that my chances are good that I'm going to be able to survive there. Um, the the time distance or the time difference is about 5 hours from Eastern Standard, so it's going to be pretty rough, be, the first week or so, and before I adjust. And I've gotten some all natural herbal type pills to try and help stay awake during the daytime hours, uh, and they were on clearance at Walgreens, so there's no idea how good they actually are. But it's going to be really exciting because I'll be starting grad school, and I've been working up to this point in my career and my academic career for a long time, and um, I've had so much support along the way from my friends and my family, and especially my professors, uh, without whom I wouldn't even be here today, uh, making this video for you and talking about what I am doing. Um, it's going to be a totally different experience, totally different world, uh, and people keep thinking that they're telling me all kinds of new stuff, but I've had over a year to think about this decision and have decided to go ahead with it, and so I've considered all of the realities involved in this huge change and this huge change of location, pace, everything. And there's no question in my mind that it's going to be difficult because although I really like school and I really like studying, uh, it's a different kind of university, and Hawaii Pacific University is rated as one of the best schools um, in the country for my degree. It's rated as one of the best schools in the country overall. I mean, it's in the top uh, 100 schools in the United States, and that's really saying something. You have to be pretty darn good to be in the top 100. Um, so And considering that it's a fairly small school and uh, not as old as a lot of schools or anything like that, um, that's really impressive. They cater a lot to international students as well as students from around the country. So I'm really going to try and push ahead and get myself into this and make the most out of what this opportunity is giving me. And yeah, I'm I found out that when I apply myself, I found out this last year that when I apply myself, I have an incredibly good mind for logistics in terms of cost, uh, value, and time, everything. So when it comes to a situation like moving somewhere, uh, I tend to have everything pretty well put together. It was amazing last night that we were able to get everything that remained in my house. Of the very few things that did remain, uh, it was all jammed into my mom's little Honda Element, and we were able to get it all in there. Nothing got broken or smashed. The only problem we did have was an open box of baking soda. Took a small tip and dumped some on my seat, but it was like a pinch. And my tub of baking flour uh, ended up upside down for a second and dumped a bit around the car. But fortunately, I had my vacuum right there as I was unloading. So as I was unloading, I was able to vacuum stuff off. Which, it's one of those things where if you don't have it happen to you, it seems like totally random, but it makes a lot of sense to that happen. Um, I'm really excited because I got a new phone from AT&T. They gave me an upgrade to the Shine from my old Shine to the new Shine, which is all black and sleek, and um, although the mirror is kind of distorted, so uh, it it doesn't quite offer the really nice reflection that the old Shine used to. But it has all kinds of cool ringtones, and it's a little bit more functional, and I like it a lot better. It's overall a pretty slick little number. Um, and right now I'm mostly just packing clothing and my computer and stuff like that, where it's expensive to replace it or it's stuff that I'm really gonna need. Um, and I'm just planning on getting like toiletries and my textbooks there when I've arrived. Although I coincidentally did have one of the textbooks from my undergraduate years. So I'm excited and I'm planning to just go ahead with it and treat it like it's any other thing and just walk in relaxed and with no expectations. Because when you do that, then you're better off than if you walk in with expectations or you know big falutin plans or anything like that, or all tense. The more relaxed you are, and the more ready for anything that you try to be, the better off you are. So that's all for now, and I hope that anyone out there watching this realizes that any schlump can eventually realize their dreams and uh, can really do anything if they apply themselves. So carry on.